We are social creatures, it's in our DNA. From the earliest days of our existence, we have thrived on social bonds and interactions. From the moment we are born, we crave connection. It's an instinct that drives us to seek out others. We seek out the warmth of a touch, the comfort of a familiar voice. These early interactions are crucial for our development. This isn't just about feeling good, it's about survival. Human connection is a fundamental part of our existence. Babies depend on others for everything. They rely on caregivers for food, safety, and emotional support. As we grow, this need for connection evolves. It becomes more complex, encompassing friendships, mentorships, and community ties. Think about the games children play: tag, hide and seek, even make-believe. They all rely on interaction. These activities are more than just fun, they are learning experiences. These games teach us valuable social skills. They help us understand cooperation, empathy, and teamwork. We learn to cooperate, to understand different perspectives, to build friendships. These lessons stay with us for life. These early experiences shape how we connect with others throughout our lives. They form the foundation of our social world. As adults, our need for connection doesn't disappear. It continues to be a vital part of our well-being. It might look different, but it's still there. We seek out meaningful relationships and shared experiences. We long for intimacy, for understanding, for someone to share our joys and sorrows with. These connections enrich our lives. We form deep bonds with friends, family, and romantic partners. These relationships are the cornerstone of our emotional health. These connections give us a sense of belonging, a feeling that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. They provide us with support and comfort. And that, my friends, is essential for our well-being. It's what makes us human. Ever notice how good it feels to talk about something that's bothering you? It's like a release valve for all the pent-up emotions and thoughts swirling around in your head, like a weight has been lifted. That sense of relief is not just in your imagination. That's because communication is crucial for our mental health. It's a fundamental human need to express ourselves and be understood. When we bottle up our emotions, they can fester and grow, leading to stress, anxiety, and even depression. It's like carrying an invisible burden that gets heavier over time. Talking to someone we trust allows us to process these emotions in a healthy way. It helps us to make sense of our feelings and find clarity. It's like having an emotional outlet, a way to let go of the things that weigh us down. A trusted friend, family member, or therapist can provide a safe space for us to vent, to cry, to say the things we might not feel comfortable saying out loud otherwise. This safe space is essential for our emotional well-being. And it's not just about venting, it's about feeling heard and understood. Sometimes we just need someone to listen, someone who can offer a compassionate ear without judgment, someone to validate our feelings and tell us that it's okay to feel the way we do. This validation can be incredibly comforting. This kind of validation can be incredibly powerful. It can help us to feel seen, heard, and understood. It can help us to feel seen, heard, and understood. It reinforces our sense of belonging and connection. Talking things through can also help us to gain new perspectives. It can open our minds to different viewpoints and solutions. Maybe we're stuck in a negative thought pattern, and a fresh pair of ears can help us to see things differently. It can be a game changer for our mental outlook. Or maybe we just need some encouragement and support to make a tough decision. Having someone to lean on can give us the strength to move forward. Whatever it is, having someone to talk to can make a world of difference for our mental well-being. It's a simple yet profound way to nurture a healthy mind. Think about a time you achieved something great. Maybe it was a moment that made you feel on top of the world. Maybe you aced a test, got a promotion, or finally finished that marathon you trained so hard for. These moments of triumph are often the highlights of our lives. Who did you want to tell first? Chances are it was someone you're close to, someone who would truly understand your joy. Sharing our joys with others amplifies them. Their happiness becomes our happiness, creating a positive feedback loop. This shared joy strengthens our bonds and makes the experience even more memorable. But it's not just about celebrating the good times. Sharing difficult experiences can also be incredibly therapeutic. When we're going through a tough time, it can be easy to feel isolated and alone. The weight of our struggles can feel overwhelming. Talking to someone who's been there can remind us that we're not alone. It can be a lifeline in moments of despair. Sharing our struggles with others can help us to feel less isolated, less ashamed, and more supported. It can be a powerful form of healing. It can be incredibly comforting, to know that someone else understands what we're going through. Their empathy can be a source of strength. These shared experiences, both good and bad, are the threads that weave the tapestry of our relationships. They deepen our connections and remind us that we're not alone in the world. They are the essence of what makes us human. In the end, it's these connections that give our lives meaning and help us navigate the complexities of the human experience. Section 4. The weight of loneliness. Loneliness is a growing epidemic. In our increasingly digital world, it's easier than ever to feel disconnected from others. We spend hours scrolling through social media, comparing ourselves to others, and feeling like we're not good enough. But real connection goes beyond likes and follows. It requires vulnerability, empathy, and a willingness to show up for each other. Chronic loneliness can have serious consequences for our physical and mental health. Studies have shown that loneliness can weaken our immune system, increase our risk of heart disease, and even shorten our lifespan. It can also contribute to depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. The good news is that loneliness is preventable. We can all take steps to cultivate meaningful connections in our lives. It starts with putting down our phones, stepping away from the screens, and engaging with the world around us. Section 5. Community, a beacon of hope. We are social creatures at our core. We thrive in communities. Throughout history, humans have always sought out groups to belong to. These communities provide us with a sense of belonging, purpose, and support. Think about your own life. You're probably part of several communities already. Your family, your friends, your workplace, your religious institution, even the people you see every day at the coffee shop, these are all communities. Being part of a community means we have people to lean on when times get tough. It means we have a support system, a safety net. It means we're not alone. And that can make all the difference in the world. Section 6. The ripple effect of connection. The beauty of connection is that it has a ripple effect. When we reach out and connect with someone, we're not just impacting their life, we're impacting the lives of everyone they know. Think about it. If someone is feeling lonely and isolated and you reach out to them, you're not just brightening their day. You're potentially preventing them from spiraling further into loneliness. You're giving them hope, and that hope can spread. They might then feel inspired to reach out to someone else who is struggling, and so on and so forth. Our connections have the power to create a more compassionate, more connected world. Section 7. Cultivating meaningful bonds. So, how do we cultivate these meaningful connections? It starts with being present. Put down your phone, turn off the TV, and really engage with the people around you. Listen attentively, ask thoughtful questions, and be fully present in the moment. Make an effort to connect with people who share your interests. Join a club, volunteer for a cause you care about, or simply strike up a conversation with someone new. You never know where a simple hello might lead. Remember, building strong connections takes time and effort. It requires vulnerability, empathy, and a willingness to be truly present with another human being. But the rewards are immeasurable. So go out there, connect with others, and build the kind of meaningful relationships that make life worth living.